Cameron, looking forward to this weekend. It's been a while since you've been in a rally car. Looking forward to it?
Yeah, definitely. I had a bit of a break for 2 years, and Bonalbo was the last event I did late last year. And I've been itching. The car's been sitting there ready to go since then. And went out there the last 2 days doing recce, and the roads are immaculate. They're the best I've seen in 10 years. Weather gods have played in our favour, and looking like having a bit of fun tomorrow actually.
Now, what's your strategy for the weekend?
Take it easy. There are still a few little slippery spots out there. A couple of stages I haven't done before. Just get a feel for it. And I think at the end of the day, we just want to finish the event, so just dial it back just that little bit and be there at the end.
Yeah, really excited. It's not just the first time in this car, but it's also the first time with Cameron. So when he approached me about it, I was fairly excited. I know the car's got a good pedigree. Obviously, Cameron's done some pretty good things in rallying in Queensland. So it was sort of a no-brainer to get. I wasn't chasing a ride, but when one as good as this came up, it was sort of, without question, give it a go.
And the car's got some pedigree. It used to be owned by Molly Taylor.
Yes, apparently it's the very famous hay bale car, but look, beautiful car. Obviously Les Walkden have done an amazing job looking after it and repairing it, and it's absolutely mint. So I know it's a bit Cameron's baby, so I know he'll look after it, and but we're just looking forward to getting out there and stretching its legs on some of those stages. They're going to be great.
Short 50, 10 right. Into brow 50, 7 right mid into 5 left over crest, in.
So Cameron, a few dramas this morning.
Yeah, unfortunately the day hasn't started off very well. Our exhaust manifold come loose, which has caused lack of boost, and I've had a few spins because I've been underpowered, thinking I've had more power. And unfortunately, the exhaust has actually caused one of the engine mounts to catch fire and melt the rubber on the inside. So the guys now are getting it all back together. They reckon they can do it. Hopefully we'll be back out shortly and see how we go the rest of the day. It's feeling very slow at the moment, so can't commit to anything because I just don't have that power behind me to kind of drive through the corner. So I'm taking it a little bit easy at the moment. We're still trying to get it to the end. That's the main goal this weekend.
Right over brow 150, through dip, caution 7 right on crest, opens through narrow grid 70, 8 right entry up and 3 left, 3, 7 right long opens over crest into 9 left mid 50. Care 6 right mid.
So Cameron, it was fantastic to see you back out in the stages this afternoon. Nothing like a bit of a drama to make you get out and have a go. But things didn't really go well, did they?
No, unfortunately the same thing happened again. So the studs on the exhaust manifold broke off again, and this time we lost boost quite bad, and it also melted the gear position sensor, so we were stuck in gears and I had to go back to the old clutching to change gears. But we made it to the end of the day and they're working on the car now and we'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, look, it's not the end of the world. I see the guys are busily working over there. So what's the plan for tomorrow?
Our plan for tomorrow is just get through to the end of the day and try not to break the exhaust off again, actually.
Now, the QRC don't do all of the stages tomorrow, so you'll be ending a little bit earlier, but still a good bunch of stages.
Yeah, exactly. We really want to get out tomorrow because we like the Sunday stages. They're really fast flowing and really suit this car. And they've got a couple of really good spectator points too, so I really need that car working so we can put on a show at least.
70, 6 right short off camber, 70 over brow.
So Cameron, it's now the end of the QRC section of the rally. You're done for the day, but it's been still a bit of a struggle for you today, even though everything got fixed last night.
Yeah, exactly. We fixed the exhaust issues. All the studs have broken off the exhaust manifold in the engine. We replaced them last night. Got all our boost back, but today we still had a gear selection issue. So it did want to change, it didn't want to change. Sometimes we're stuck in a high gear or lower gear, but we managed to get through and finish the day kind of unscathed. Had a few hairy moments there, but the roads were really good today. So I'm glad we got back out there to actually have a crack.
And you got to do that Brewer stage 2 times. Lots of excitement in there.
Oh yeah, brilliant. I love it. I'm so glad they've kept the PAF Road spectator point in there. There's a lot of people out there today, and the roads were so fast and so smooth. The council's done a great job at keeping them maintained, and I hope we get to do that stage again next year.
Cam did a really good job driving around the car this weekend. I referred to it as like a box of chocolates. We just didn't know what we were going to get. He felt a bit disappointed that, he didn't really get to show what, he was capable of. But, we're home, we're safe. We've had a really good time, really enjoyed the roads. And it's been a good opportunity for me to come back to a bit of rallying in Queensland as well.
Now for you, this is the first time you've sat in with him, which means the question is, will you sit in with him again?
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's already been discussions over, what the future might hold. So I'm fairly sure he feels the same way. We worked really well together in the car. Like I said, we couldn't really get a groove on because of the challenges. But Cam did a fantastic job, and I think it's a bit of a relationship. You're driver, co-driver. So if you can have honest conversations and you can get a good feeling together in the car, then obviously that allows you to do good things.
Now, there were a couple of times that you had a few moments over the weekend. You were talking about some sort of creek crossing?
Oh yeah, today, just in that last Brewer loop that we just did our final stage. Just a really sandy entry to a causeway, so we sort of ended up parked sideways across it. I wasn't quite sure how far across we'd ended up, because if we'd have gone too far, we wouldn't have been able to go forward or backward because the front would have been over the edge. But luckily, we're just where the concrete burn was, so, it handled beautifully. I said, you've got it. Let's get out of here, and back on the notes, and off we went. It'll be interesting to see how much time it cost us.